this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to add Vintaj Patina to chain. And this really creates a nice customized look. So Vintaj Patina, I have a couple colors right here, but it comes in a whole host of colors. It is a permanent, fast drying ink. So it's really a paint that you can put onto different pieces of metal, whether it's a vintage piece or a piece of chain, and it just adds a whole different element and a whole different look. So I've got two samples here that I've already started. So I have a fishbone chain that I've added this pretty deep turquoise to the edges. And then I have a triangle pennant chain that I've added a really pretty jade green to the tips of. So my thought is I want to make a necklace using 6 inches of the fishbone chain, painted on both sides and the back side too. And then I want to cut a pre-made chain necklace and hang that 6-inch focal from the center. So I'm going to show you how to go about doing all of that. So to paint your chain, what I have found is most helpful is to take a scrap piece of wire, or in my case here I have a bent head pin. That happens. I always keep them because they're very useful for different applications. And I'm going to thread it through the end chain link of my fishbone chain, and I'm just going to bend it up. And I'm going to take a little piece of tape and tape it to my work surface. I have just some paper down, which is protecting my table. And what this does is it allows me to hold the chain away from the painted area, so I'm not trying to go like this to secure it. And I have just a little cup of water. You can see I've actually already been doing a little bit of painting. I have just a paintbrush. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. You always want to shake up your patina before you use it. And this is so easy to do. So we're just going to put a little bit of paint down. Dip our paintbrush in it, and I'm holding my chain steady, and I'm just going over the tips. And it creates almost an enameled effect. It's real pretty. It has a nice little shine to it. And you see how easy this is. I'm able to go real fast. And you could paint just the very tip, or you could go further in. Totally up to you. And I'm going to do enough that will give me a good clean 6 inches of fully patinaed. And I have my ruler here to help guide me. So I'm going to go down to about here. And I did not pre-cut my chain, and I did that so I had extra length to hold on to. Again, just not wanting to have to worry about touching an area with wet paint. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this dry, and it is pretty fast drying, so I'm not going to have to wait more than about 15 minutes or so. And then I'm going to paint the other side. I'm going to wait 15 minutes, flip it over, and repeat. And at that point, I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you how to cut this fishbone chain, and then how to make it really quickly and easily into a very pretty necklace with a beautiful focal. I finished painting both sides of the fishbone chain for the length that I wanted. So you can see we have one side with all the little spikes painted, and we have the other side. And I did that just in case your necklace flips over. I thought it'd be nice to do that. So now I'm going to examine my work and see where it really starts to look perfect, or not perfect, but at least consistent. So if you look at this side, it's looking pretty good. I did notice though I missed a few at the start of this side, so I'm just going to trim those off. So I have a nice clean area to be the end of my necklace. So I'm just going to trim these center links and take that away. Okay, so now it's painted on both sides at the beginning. And originally I said 6 inches. I think I ended up painting a little bit more than 6 inches. So to here. So I'm going to go with that. It's about 7.5 inches, a little bit more than that. This is really up to you how long you want your length to be. It's just so pretty. I want to use a lot of it. Okay. And so the remaining links are all connected. So even though I cut off the end ones, we're connected through their center core. And it is, like I said, about 7.5 inches. So the way to really quickly and easily make a necklace out of this is to take a pre-made chain. So I have a silver plated pre-made finished chain. It already has the clasp attached to it. And this was an 18-inch necklace. I really do like this length. I'd like to keep my necklace length at 18 inches. So if this was an 8-inch length, I would just need 10 inches of chain. So I need just a little bit more than 10 inches because this was just a little under 8 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this against my ruler. So there's 5 inches, and then of course the other side is 5 inches, so that will give me 10 inches. I'm just going to scoot it up a little bit to make it ever so slightly longer, and then I'm just going to cut it. And I want to make sure that my links are lined up so I have an equal length on each side. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to cut through these 2 links. There's 1, there's 2. Okay, and I have this little bit of cut chain left. Always save your scraps. You never know when you're going to need to do them. Maybe you're going to do a layering necklace sometime that you just need a little swag. Maybe you're going to make a pair of earrings. You're going to cut this in half and have 2 dangles. Never toss chain links. They're always something you're going to be able to do with them. So I've got that clasp in the middle, and now I just need to attach a jump ring to either side and my end chain links. Let me do this where you can see it a little bit better. For my necklace, the end chain links. So here we go. We've got a jump ring, and we're going to open it up by gripping it on either side with a pair of chain nose pliers, and I've got a pair of bent nose as well. Twist it. We're going to connect this to the end chain link as well as the end chain link of your cut chain necklace. Close it back up. And we're just going to repeat on the other side, making sure that our fishbone chain is not twisted. Bent nose pliers are really great. If you do a lot of opening and closing of jump rings, they're very handy. They allow you to really see what you're doing. I like to have a pair of bent nose and a pair of chain nose. And close it back up, and just like that we have a finished necklace. So I want to put it on this little white bust that I pulled because I think it'll really help to show how pretty that finished patina is. So there is our finished design. And really it looks like a lot more complicated than it actually was. We had the finished chain necklace that we cut, 2 jump rings, and just a length of fishbone chain, and we just patinaed those tips so it really pops and stands out and looks very customized and original, but it was so simple to make. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to add vintage patina to chain, and if you liked it, you can check out other videos at beadaholique.com.